Hey there everybody, Aaron here. Welcome to another quick episode over here at Gideon's Tactical. Today I just want to show you real quick how to easily paracord wrap a skeletonized handled knife. Now I have the Ghost Knives Banshee knife, that's what I got here, and we got some 550 paracord. So I just want to give you a real quick demonstration on a really simple but really effective way to get a really good paracord wrap on a skeletonized handle. So let's get to it. All right, so the first thing you got to do is measure how much paracord you're going to need. You know, you don't want to overcut it, but at the same time you don't want to cut it too short, get all the way through, and then you realize you just cut some paracord you're never going to use again. We're going to have to make little lanyards for other knives. So what I've found works pretty well is if you give yourself, you know, maybe about 3 inches, and then you start where you're going to start the wrap, and then you just wrap it a bunch around the handle, trying to scoot it down, jam it up. And always having a little bit more is better than not having enough. So what I'm going to do is just wrap this a bunch of times around the handle, kind of crunching it down every once in a while as I go through here. Whoops. Because we're going to wrap it in just a moment. That just kind of gives you a basic idea. And then usually what I will do is I will add about another foot and a half again, because it's always easier to have too much than not have enough. So I'm going to cut it probably right around here and then get to wrapping. So let me go ahead and cut this and then we'll look at the next step. All right guys, so now that I have cut the paracord, I'm going to loop it in half so that both cut ends are touching each other, and I'm going to drag it out so that where the loop, you know, starts to go to the other side is right here where I'm going to start my wrap. So there it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bottom strand, wrap it around the bottom skeletonized handle bar, just like that. And I'm going to take this one, wrap it once, and feed it through the top. So I'm basically going to be continuing to do this over and over again. So now these are wrapped. So this one, now that it's through, is going to go over the bottom strand, just like that. Feed it through. I'm going to take this guy down here, do the exact same thing, feed it over the top of this top bar. If I can feed it through and catch it. There you go. I just pull it nice and snug each time I do that. So now here's this guy. Right here, I'm going to go over. And pull it through. I'm going to take this strand over here, loop it over, pull it through. If I can get it. There we go. And I'm just going to pull it nice and tight and snug each time. And I'm just going to keep doing this over and over again. So now that this guy is over here, loop it down around the bottom, pull it through, take this guy that's down over here, pull it over, loop it through. So I'm just going to continue that the entire length of the handle. Once I've done that, we'll come back and I'll kind of show you how to wrap it up with a good, nice, snug knot. So we're getting close to the end here. Just wanted to again show you what this is going to be looking like. It's feeding through back and forth. And again, I'm crisscrossing. So just so you see here, I'm taking the one that is up here and I'm bringing it down right here, then feeding it through like that. So if you see there, then I'm taking the one that's down here and I'm going up and over. So I'm crisscrossing the paracord each time I'm doing this, and then pushing down into making these nice crisscross forms that you're seeing here. All right guys, so now I've gotten the entire handle wrapped, but we got to get a good knot going. Usually what I will do is leave a little bit of a hole there. I won't crisscross it all the way back, so it's easier for me to get all the feeding done, and it just acts as a lanyard hole basically, is what you can kind of think of. If you don't want to do that and you want to get it all the way nice and tight all the way to the back, you can do that. It just makes it more difficult to do these last few steps right here. So the first thing is, now that they've both been wrapped around the handle, I'm going to back feed it through the loop. So here's this guy right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give me just enough space. I'm going to feed it in through on itself. And I'm going to try and bring that real nice, snug, and tight so it's looped over itself right there. I'm going to do the exact same thing with this guy right here. Again, here's its own loop. Feed it through once. And bring it real nice and snug. And that's basically locked it into place now so that the paracord doesn't have a lot of places to scoot around. So now these guys have both been fed in on themselves. Now all I have to do is do any type of knot I would want to, and we're good to go, and the paracord wrap is complete. All right, guys, so I really hope that this little quick tutorial for you has helped you out with your paracord wrapping skills for your skeletonized knives. It's really helped me out a lot just doing it over and over again. And so put a little practice into it. Practice makes perfect, and it'll definitely help with the ergonomics on your skeletonized knives. So guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel and watching this episode of Gideon's Tactical. As always, please subscribe, comment, like. I always like to hear your guys' comments on what you think about this video and the videos we produce. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, so you can see upcoming, things that we're going to be reviewing. We always throw up stuff of what's in the Blade Boot Camp and different gear that we're testing out. And as always, guys, remember to stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.